Do you know what's really offensive about this Donald Trump South Park episode? It just wasn't that funny, was it? I've got to be honest, I wasn't that up in arms when I heard that South Park were going to go after Donald Trump in the first episode of their new series. I mean, of course they were. It's South Park, for God's sake. I mean, what else do you expect? Literally no one is safe from them. And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
No, what's actually offensive about the episode is it just wasn't very funny.
Get this guy out of here!
South Park's new deal with Paramount Plus is reportedly worth over £1.1 billion. And I've got to say, with this first episode at least, it does feel like they phoned it in a little bit.
Shenanigans!
But honestly, can you blame them? Trey Parker and Matt Stone have been on the forefront of comedy for the best part of 30 years. And during that time, they've literally satirized and done everyone. Michael Jackson.
That's ignorant.
Kanye West.
Yeah, I like fish sticks.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Put a chick in it, make her get...
Al Gore.
I'm super cereal.
Jesus.
It's Jesus!
They've literally done everything. They've already done Trump, for God's sake.
And unlike me, she's actually capable of running this country.
My opponent is a liar and he cannot be trusted.
Which leads me to believe that they didn't really have a clear path with this one.
Shenanigans!
So what do we actually get? Well, we got a rehashed Saddam Hussein joke with Trump's face on it.
Hey, Satan!
And again, I'm not offended by the portrayal of Trump, but I just don't feel like they captured the moment particularly well. And if there's one thing you can say about South Park is they have an amazing ability to capture current events. And they didn't do that here.
What? Hey, relax!
If, like me, you grew up watching South Park, you've literally heard and seen that joke before, which is just a shame more than anything. And for me, it just reeks of studio interference.
Shenanigans!
Paramount clearly wanted a savage, outrageous Trump takedown. But what they actually got here, for the low, low price of $10 million, is a lukewarm sketch padded with a rehashed joke. Obviously, I don't know, but you would like to think that Matt and Trey were capable of so much better. And it makes me think that they did pitch better ideas to the studio and they just got shot down. Because there's only one real way that they could have or even should have gone. And if you'd have said to me before the trailer released a few weeks ago that South Park were going to cover Trump, there's only one name that jumps out at me. Epstein. I mean, Epstein was the obvious route, and I'm not here to make any claims or name any names or anything like that, but it just feels like maybe it was just too far for someone at the studio.
Shenanigans!
Who knows? But there's only one thing that we can know for sure, and that's studio interference isn't some kind of conspiracy theory. It's actually the status quo these days. I mean, reshoots used to be a sign that something was really wrong with a production. A director had an off day, maybe there's money troubles at the studio. But now it's actually just part of the production process, especially at places like Marvel and Disney. I mean, since Endgame, reshoots are just baked into the production process. I mean, that adds cost to a production, which adds pressure to make money. And that wasn't so much of a big deal during the ensemble films because they were going to make $1 billion each with their eyes closed. But unfortunately, these days, that pressure really, really shows. I mean, the writing is often confused, the direction is often half-baked, and the product always feels like it was designed by a committee. And it always just pulls you out of the narrative. It's literally why films and TV shows consistently miss the mark these days.
Yes, queen!
But then there's the new Fantastic Four film. Now, I think we all thought that that was going to be a disaster. Another gender-swapped, hollowed-out, lifeless reboot featuring Pedro Pascal again. Now, full disclosure, I haven't actually seen the film yet. I do intend to go and see it this weekend or at some point next week. But they've given us a female Silver Surfer. Again, I have a very limited understanding and knowledge of the Fantastic Four, but even I know that's not right.
What the fuck?
Now, I'm told that that did happen in the comics and female Silver Surfer is a thing, but I'm also told that it was a monumental flop. But surprise, surprise, the critics, both online and in print, are reporting that the film wasn't awful.
Disney Marvel made a new movie that's mid with parts I really enjoyed, and that's a win.
So maybe they listened? Marvel, I mean. That really would be something, wouldn't it? Given that there were reshoots on the Fantastic Four, maybe they were required to remove the political baggage from the film, especially given the results of the last election. And now the papers are calling Fantastic Four the film that ended Marvel's losing streak. I mean, surely that's a good thing. If studios are bringing money back in and they're giving people what they want.
That's a good thing.
What could be wrong with that? I mean, these characters aren't built for shallow activism. That's why woke messaging just doesn't belong in the superhero genre, in my opinion. It interrupts the myth that we're all seeking when we opt to watch this kind of film or TV show.
It's fiction.
So maybe Marvel finally are waking up. Maybe that's why Avengers Doomsday, which is the next big ensemble film, which is reportedly nearing the end of principal photography, is actually still being drafted. Robert Downey Jr. is meant to return as Doctor Doom, not Tony Stark.
I am Iron Man.
If someone in the comments could explain how that works, I'd appreciate it, but I digress. The film's been delayed and now the writing staff is being reshuffled again.
Not a great plan.
So could they be looking at the Fantastic Four and be thinking, more of that, please? We'll see. I mean, only time will tell on that. But one thing is clear. Audiences are done with ideological programming.
Message!
Particularly ideological programming that leans a certain way.
Message!
I think we all want a return to myth and meaning, real heroes and real villains. And given recent revelations in the fashion world,
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
I think it's pretty clear what people want to see returning to their screens.
You see what I did there, right?
Look, Hollywood is a soulless place. It's a place without morals. It's clearly in decline, and we can all see this. We can all feel this from the kind of films that they've been generating. But it's not because of a lack of talent. I'm sure there's lots of talent left in Tinseltown. It's dying because the studios and the studio execs are in control, not the artists and not the storytellers. These are paranoid political activists who know that their time is probably up. They're more concerned with messaging and virtue signaling over entertaining people and actually making money. Until that changes, we're going to continue to get shallow, boardroom-approved scripts, or worse, content that is designed to preach and not entertain.
Shenanigans!
So let's hope that the Fantastic Four really is a turning point, not just for the MCU, but for Hollywood in general. I think we all want to see a return of great films, great TV shows, and great content, because honestly, it's about time.